don't panic sell right now. This might be a massive, massive trap, and I'm gonna show you why I believe that and why you should be definitely not selling right now. If you want to know what I'm talking about, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really, really important episodes. And now let us directly get to it. So I want to start off here with the 4-hourly chart here. On this 4-hourly chart, I have shown you yesterday that when Bitcoin has low volatility, so this here is a volatility index indicator, and also here, when we're in these low levels, that at some point Bitcoin makes a move here to the upside, and that is also what we saw here yesterday. And this zone was then actually smaller, way, way smaller than what I thought. Consolidation phase before we got a leg to the upside. So now we did not get such a strong move like here, but it still resembles a little bit that move, just on a smaller scale. So we still got a push to the upside and then a little sideways downwards correction. Basically what we saw also here, just that the pop bigger was. So we got here a big pop, and then also like here the sideways downwards consolidation before we got continuation. So we see here kind of the same thing happening. And I still believe that continuation will be to the upside. So why do I believe that we should not panic right now? First of all, volatility is going down again. Normally, when we get a move to the upside, volatility is staying kinda at some higher levels than what we are seeing right now. And also, when you compare here, the historical volatility index, we got a massive spike here to the upside, which we did not get here. So we got here. So here we got a spike, but it was not as high as the previous one that we got here. And now we are back crossing bearish again with the moving average. So that tells me that volatility is again leaving, we are ranging, and Bitcoin is more or less going nowhere besides maybe a little bit lower, and then we actually get the move to the upside. So the lowest that I can see on the 4-hourly chart for now would be $37,400. I don't believe that we will drop lower than that. So I don't believe that we're going to lose that level for now. If we're going to lose it, I think it will be a fake out, another one the same as here and there, where we just come really quick down, create a wick, come back up, and continue upwards. The same what we did yesterday here with these two candles, the green one and then the followed red one, where we saw Bitcoin going up, then getting rejected at 38,100, coming quick down, and then bounce back up. So that would be the same scenario what I would be expecting to repeating potentially one more time. On the CME futures chart, I want also to show you something, because between the futures price on CME and the spot price is a discrepancy right now of it's right now almost $400 discrepancy. So normally what happens if we have a discrepancy like that, sooner or later the spot or the futures price is catching up to each other. So it means either the CME price has to come lower, has to move lower to meet the spot price, or the spot price has to come up to meet the CME futures price. They're always like $50, $100 away from each other, but they're getting close to each other at least. So, but the $400 spread is definitely something that doesn't stay for long between them. So that's why also there, be cautious, because if the spot price is catching up, that will be of course good for us, because that will then lead to a lot of liquidations to the upside, and I'm going to show you in a moment what I mean. And that could be a really, really big short squeeze, actually the short squeeze that I was talking yesterday about. So here on the liquidation levels, I want to show you that again. And like I said, here on the 4-hourly chart, it is not a bad sign that we're consolidating here, going up and down above $37,400. There's no problem with that in my opinion. And you could make the case that we have here a small cup and handle pattern if you wanted to. So if you treat it as one, and also here target, again, confluence around $39,600, the same what I showed you yesterday for that trade setup. So again, a lot of confluence around that level. You can also make the case here for a potential bull pennant or bull flag, but again, same, more or less same price target, $39,600. $770. If you want to take the trade, wait for a break above $38,100 with a 4-hourly close. If we get a 4-hourly close with a really proper candle close and not a wick, then you can enter this and ride this to the upside to $39,800 approximately. But I think if it gets there, it will push to $40,000. When it comes to liquidations, we have taken out some over-leveraged longs here, but not really a lot, so almost nothing. There were like 50x 50x leverage on these long positions. Again, a move to the upside is still more likely than a move to the downside here to take all that underlying liquidity. It still makes sense to clean everything up to the upside and then move it down to like 32, 31, potentially even 27, because there kind of it stops, you know, here to the downside. There's not much to the downside. So if we get a move here to like 27, we have most of the liquidity taken out to the up and to the downside. So that's why I'm still insisting on that we are first taking up a move up to take out all the liquidity that's above us, and then nuke it to the downside where we take all the liquidity out that is beneath us on these long positions. It doesn't make sense to, first to send it down and then send it up again. That right now at the point where we are, it just doesn't make sense. So, and that's why I'm still waiting for that. So everything else, every move to the downside is for me just another shakeout to try to get your coins. You should not panic sell right now and be shaken out. And let me tell you why. As long as we are keeping the higher low structure on the 4-hourly chart, there's nothing to worry for you. So as soon as we are breaking $35,200, or even, you should get cautious at $35,800. So if you break that low, there you should start getting cautious. But this here is the line in the sand, $35,300. Lose that level and we are in trouble. But unless we are not losing it, I'm not worried at all. So you can also make still the case here, higher low, higher low, higher low. So, but so you should not wait until $32,800 because then you lost most of your money already, especially if you are in leverage positions. So, but so $35,300 is the line in the sand right now. If we lose that higher low, then you should start to get worried that we actually go and take out here all this liquidity to the downside before we go actually higher. But like I said, for now, the bullish structure is still there. It does not make sense. And we have also higher highs. So we have here higher high, higher high, higher high, and also here now a higher high. So it makes no sense right now to try to short Bitcoin here while we are still in a bullish structure to the upside to take out all that short liquidity. So if you want to understand how much short liquidity is there, it's insane right now what we can take out here. Just let me refresh to get the most accurate data. So look here at 38,535. There's almost $160 million alone at that price level to be taken out if we get there. Then just above that, 61, then 112, almost 100. So all the way up to $40,000 is over almost $3 billion worth of short liquidations to be taken. So why would you try to short right now if there's so much liquidity in shorts to be taken? You want to get slaughtered like all the other picks that are short here? Be my guest, short, also, but it makes no sense if you have so much liquidity, dense liquidity above you to try to short this to the downside where you have not as much, so here to the downside, maybe if I count everything together, maybe you will get like, you maybe get $1 billion, so, but $1 billion in longs against $3 billion in shorts, where would you go to make money? There where is way more money to take, or there where is less money to take? Of course you go where more money is to be taken, and that is to the upside. If you are a market maker or a hedge fund, you want to drive the price up so that you make money on your position when all these shorts get liquidated, so because if you help to push the market to the upside and you are in a long position, then yeah, starting to cascade here a massive pump to the upside is beneficial for you. Then here on the weekly chart, I just want to give you a little bit of perspective, because we always had some small corrections here along the way. So I just want to give you here look here to the upside here. This move, for example, here from this move to that move here, that was an 80%, almost 81% move within 7 weeks. So, and then we got a correction of 25%. Then we got another leg to the upside. We got here this whole move to the upside, which was 44% for now. So it's not actually, let me do this here from the bottom, from that bottom. So it's a 55% move, 56 approximately right now. So technically we have 30% more to go to the upside if we would repeat 80%. How much is 30%? 30% is almost $50,000. So I'm not saying that we are reaching $50,000, but it gives you an idea, you know, that we have still more room to go to the upside before we see another 25-30% correction, because we normally don't get like a 50% move and a 30% correction. So with a 50% move, we would get like 8, 10, 12%. So, and that is tiny. It's really tiny. And that's why also, it logically, when you look at the charts, it doesn't make sense to get now a 10-12% correction to the downside, because we would break the bullish structure. Again, people that push the market don't want to place orders in no man's land. And this is right now no man's land where we are. You know, it doesn't make sense to build now a big position to short to the downside and destroying the structure that we are in, if you can first let the structure play out and then you reverse it when it has played out. So it is like a textbook. If you have done this like me so many years over and over again, you understand how the playbook works, you know. So, and right now, logically, it makes no sense to reverse the structure that we are in. And that's why we should still see here further upside movement. Here on this 1 hourly chart, you can also see we see here first bottoming indications finally with the last 4 candles here. So it might be that this downwards move is now already over, and that's why hence I told you guys, you know, so you should not be selling anything right now. So most likely we gonna go back and test $38,000. I would not open a trade just yet. If you want to open a trade, wait at least for basically open a trade above $38,100. If you want to be really, really sure that we continue to go higher, like I said, at least a 1 hourly candle. And when I mean a candle, I mean a proper candle. I mean something. So if you see a candle closing like this, wonderful. That is what you want to see. You want to have a candle like this closing above $38,000. If the candle looks something like this, then you can enter, but not before, because the chances are that then the next candle is pushing here higher into resistance and potentially even beyond that. So that's why, and that would be my next entry point for a long position. If you really, really want to force it and you are looking for a short position, then here $37,400. From there, you can start shorting, but not before. The indicators are telling me that momentum is returning back to the upside, with stochastic turning bullish. RSI also here making a turn to the upside. Price action is already moving to the upside. We have potentially here another W formation. So that's why would you start shorting right now? Makes no sense. Here also on our daily fractal, the daily fractal is technically still intact, but we need a push finally now to the upside. It can be delayed by 2 or 3 days. That happened before, but we should get it if we keep following this fractal. If not, then we might not be following this fractal anymore. It's also possible. It happens from time to time that these fractals playing only out partially, and then like the last 10-20% are actually not playing out of that fractal. I've seen that before, so that's also definitely possible. So we should keep that in mind, but we should otherwise get maximum in the next 48 to 72 hours, then move to the upside. If not, that fractal is partially invalidated. On that daily chart, again, I just want to see Bitcoin staying above $37,400. As long as we do that, and the EMA ribbon continues to go and trends here higher, the more likely it is that we also continue to go higher. Again, the stochastic is trending to the upside. We were about to get a buy signal on the MACD. Now a little bit more selling has come back. Selling pressure has come back to the Bitcoin price, but that's absolutely fine because this can still turn around if we push now to 38,200, something like this. Then this candle will turn lighter red, and then finally by tomorrow we get the buy signal here on the MACD. So if it stays like that, then we should start getting cautious over the next, let's say, 2 days or next 2 days. If it keeps staying like that, after tomorrow, we should be cautious, because what could be happening is that both lines here on the MACD start moving away from each other, something like this. And that will mean that we get another shakeout to the downside with a quick drop. So something like this. So that's why be careful of that. Watch the MACD on the daily, what's happening there. The RSI overall is still kind of neutral. Of course, it's rolling over here, but in a neutral position right now, and overall still in bullish territory above 59%. Don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 here absolutely for free with my specific link here. And also on BitGet, you still get $30,000 and 20% on your initial deposit that you can use for trading purposes, and then withdraw the profits from that. Or if you're in the UK or in the US, then with a VPN, you can use Phemex, also a really good exchange that I'm using. So definitely check these out. And if you have one of these accounts, then click here below. There you can join my Discord. If you have, so I want to make this clear because a lot of people do this wrong for quite a while already. You need to click one of these links here and have an account created by clicking one of these links. Only then you will be able to join the Discord. And if you have at least a balance of $250 worth of crypto in your account. So again, click on one of these links, create an account, and only if you create an account by clicking these links and at least deposited $250, you can join my Discord, where I give a lot of alpha, a lot of trades. We are killing it every single day in that Discord, so you definitely want to be part of that. So now let's move on here. So on the USDT dominance, we are still at a critical point. I don't like that we are staying here on this downward sloping trend line for such a long time. I would like to see by today or tomorrow a harsh rejection to the downside, because that is not starting to look good here, where we potentially walk over it by sideways price action. So I would like not to see that. I would like to see that the price, that the USDT dominance is closing today below this downward sloping trend line and then continues to drop, which would then lead to pumps in altcoins overall. The Bitcoin dominance is now over 53%. I had warned you about this, that this could be happening. Now the dominance is dropping here a little bit again. So if Bitcoin pushes now to 38 and beyond, then I'm pretty sure we're going to get 53.52%. And there we have to watch if we get a rejection, go lower, or if the dominance keeps going higher. Because once we're above 38,500, we go really quick to $40,000. Again, don't forget, there's almost $120 million in short liquidations at $38,540. Once we're breaking that level, we're going to snap immediately to 40,000. So, and that could also be happening to the dominance, where we see a snap to 54.3%. And from there, only get a rejection to the downside. So be careful with your altcoin trades right now. When we're looking at Ethereum, here on Ethereum, it looks like that we are forming here also a double bottom on the 4-hourly chart here, a W pattern, which is fine for me. I just want to see it to be completed. I don't want to see something like this now. So if this is a W pattern, then this is also your next Ethereum trade that you can take on BYBIT, which will get us a price target of $2,150. I was actually just listening to a friend of mine on Discord, and he actually also said on his live stream 2150 is the next move for Ethereum. So, but totally independently, I saw this W pattern, so, and coincidentally it's lining up with his target. Just watch that. And also here on the VPVR, you see the reason why the Ethereum price is held down. It is because the point of control, the POC, is at $2,055 approximately. We need to get above this to move here into our resistance of $2,140, $2,150. Yeah, so if we are not able to reclaim here this volume, this historical volume area, we will have a tough time to move here higher. So what I want to see is that we reclaim it, turn it into support, and continue to move here into higher price levels. Then a really quick move, total free, we don't need to talk about it. It's still the same what it looked yesterday, so it would be a waste of time. I don't want to waste the time, guys. So that's it already then for today's video. Please don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.